Hello everyone, welcome to the new class of chemistry. Up till the previous class, we discussed about electromagnetic spectrum, the various rays of light that comes under the electromagnetic spectrum. Today's class, we will discuss about the particle nature, which is being understood or which is being studied by the electromagnetic radiation, and also the Planck's quantum theory. Okay, so you can see that there were different processes that had occurred in the way back for the explanation of the wave nature. We very well know that light has is actually a dual nature process. It has the wave particles present in it. Light have the wave particles present in it. Also, it will have some different particles which are present in them. So, the wave nature of the particle, of the light particle, actually has different observations were being done in a particular time period. Some of the observations are given here. One, the nature of the light which is being emitted, it was actually from a hot body object, so it was definitely uh, black body radiation, but it was not explained properly in the scenario of in the 19th century, because it was very much complicated to make it understand. Second one, how the metal surface actually ejected electron whenever a metal surface comes under a striking of any light energy or any type of thermal energy, how could it eject electrons? It was actually not at all properly described in that particular era in the 19th century. Then about talking about the different temperature variation in different type of temperatures, the solid will have different heat capacity, which was also not properly explained. And the last but not the least, the line spectrum of atoms of hydrogen. This we will study in our this chapter. So we need to understand that there is a line spectrum, means there are some spectrum of lines, just like we had studied the electromagnetic spectrum of radiation. Just like we had studied the electromagnetic spectrum of radiation, this particular thing that we had studied. Similar way, atoms also have this radiation process that is actually known as the by the name line spectrum. It is known by the name line spectrum. So this line spectrum, there are different rays of lines present in it. So all these things that we had mentioned, it was not explained properly in the 19th century, but there was a uh, fundamental there was a fundamental breakthrough in the 1900 when a scientist by name Max Planck found some interesting thing. I won't go through all these particular things, whatever is written here. Just understand one basic thing. What Max Planck did, he did an experiment. He was a German physicist actually. He did an experiment. By the experiment, he understood one thing, that there are certain things or certain factors that are present in a particular structure. He actually did an experiment on a black body structure, a particular metal. In that black body structure, what he did some experiment, and he found out that that particular black body, there when it was strike with some particular radiation of light, it bounced back regularly. You can see it here, it is bouncing back regularly. These arrows, whatever we are seeing here, the arrow whatever we are seeing here, it has been bounced back regularly, and it has been, after bouncing back, it's been emitted out. So light energy when falls on particular object, it is distributed into small piece of or small uh, packet of energy. What he termed that packet of energy was as quantum. That packet of energy was actually referred to as quantum. And he said that it was the smallest amount of energy which can be found in an electromagnetic radiation. He said this is the smallest amount of energy which can be found in an electromagnetic radiation. For that, he evaluated a small formula for it. The formula was like this: E is equal to h nu. This was a formula where E was the energy of the quantum. E was the energy of quantum. Sorry, E was the energy of quantum. Nu was the frequency at which that light radiation was emitted. E was energy. He said one thing there, that this energy, whatever the energy is being emitted out, it is always directly proportional to the frequency of that radiation which is being emitted. So in that case of matter, he derived out a constant value which is actually h. This constant value is known by a name. This constant value E is equal to h nu. This constant value was known by a name, Planck's constant, as he was the discoverer of this particular theory that energy is directly proportional to the frequency. He named that constant as Planck theory, where the Planck's constant, he discovered this Planck's constant value, and the value was actually 6.6 into 10 to the power minus 34 joule second. That was the value that he discovered, 6.6 into 10 to the power minus 34 joule second. We know that joule is the SI unit of which thing? Work. SI unit of work. Also energy. For both the SI unit is joule. For energy also SI unit is joule. We know that. So this is the value of Planck's constant. So that's what Planck tried to explain from his quantum theory. Planck's quantum theory, that's what he tried to explain in his quantum theory. Quantum theory of Planck states that quantum theory of Planck, what does it explain? Planck's quantum theory explains that energy that is being emitted in the form of radiation in the form of that electromagnetic radiation, it is emitted or absorbed in the form of quantum, and this energy of quantum of radiation is directly proportional to the frequency of that particular radiation, where he evaluated a formula for it. E is equal to h nu, where E was the energy of that radiation, nu was the frequency of the radiation, h was known as the Planck constant, which has a value 6.6 into 10 to the power 34 joule second. Clear? This is what Planck's quantum theory was. Energy directly proportional to the frequency of the particular radiation which has been emitted out. Okay, so that's all about this particular topic, and that's all about this particular thing. The further we will discuss in our next chapter. So the notes of this chapter, it is homework for you. You will write the notes of this particular topic on your own. I hope you had written the notes of the previous topic by yourself. So that's all about this class. If suppose you had not written the example questions, write that also as homework if you had missed it. Okay, and then start this particular topic, Planck's quantum theory. Okay, that's all about today's class. Thank you and have a nice day.